by the 78 car of Joe Nemechek. It was lap 1, folks, turn 2. And right there was just a touch by Nemechek, who said on the radio didn't mean to do it, but it was enough for both cars to spin. Harvey coming off that disappointing 37th place finish at Indianapolis, trying to battle his way back toward the top 10 and also back in the top 12 in points. Mike.
Well, Doc, remember what you guys were talking about right after that happened? What was it exactly you were speculating might be a potential problem down the road?
Worried about the engine, Mike.
Exactly. And Kevin came over the radio not too long ago and said the engine sounds a bit off. He says it doesn't feel like it has the same oomph that it had at the beginning of the race, and that could be a potential problem as this race wears on for the 29.
One of the big things you worry about at this racetrack is valve springs. If you ever over-rev that engine, it can really stress one of those things.
And it might not happen initially, but as the race goes on and you're really working that, then that can become a problem. It becomes kind of flat. So we see Carl Edwards still out front here.
13 laps away from halfway point here. What is a gorgeous day in the Pocono Mountains of eastern Pennsylvania. Edwards, a 3-time winner in 2008, trying to get win number 4.
Coming up on halfway and coming up on a restart here at Pocono, Jimmie Johnson is the new leader of today's race. Mark Martin is way back in 17th position after more trouble on pit road.
Well, I tell you what, they came down pit road and went for a 4-tire stop and had another problem on the right front tire.
Yeah.
And Brad's getting them way behind.
It is getting them way behind. This is the second stop in a row they've had this problem on the right front. You see right here, right rear's gone. Right front's not even off quite yet. He didn't look like he hit 5 lug nuts on that stop. They go to the back. You see the left rear guy. He's going to come up first. Comes up, he's done, and they're still working on that left front. That cost them a tremendous amount of time, and you cannot win the race if you continue to do that.
The frustrating part about this is he got a fast car.
As you can imagine, the radio conversation after the stop was interesting.
Damn it! What's going on up there, Walt? Come on, guys. We can do this. We can do this. Let's get our crap together. We can do this. You guys have been the best all year on pit road. It's okay, man. You know, y'all have been the best. Y'all can do it. It ain't no problem, man.
It's crew chief Tony Gibson on the left. The man in the center with his back to you is Walt Smith, the pit crew coach for the team, and obviously the tire changer that had the troubles on the right as they huddle up and try and get it straight. So how about that driver trying to pick his guys back up and say it's okay, but inside he's saying, but let's go.
Oh, I tell you, Mark Martin's doing a really good job, guys, you know, getting them all pumped back up. But look, they do have a problem out there. Mark Martin's got a fast car. He's all the way back to 17th. He's been quick all day long. Andy Petrie, myself, Dale, we talked about should he do 4, should he do 2? I said 2 because of the pit problem before, and it happened again. So you know what, guys? He's going to have to do 2 next time.
That's all fine and well, and we're sitting here eating M&Ms, drinking pop, while these guys are right there busting their rear ends, changing these tires. I understand that, but this is the best of the best, and what separates wins from losses is getting these guys off of pit road. And at this racetrack, track position is everything, and right now, that's costing Mark Martin the race.
It has been in this race so far today, and Jimmie Johnson's got it right now. The 2-tire only call by Chad Knaus has got the 48 car at the head of the pack as we get set for the restart, Doc.
Guys, exactly, and the 8 car all the way back in 17th position. Mark Martin's got a long way to go.
Now, there's a point in the race where the crew chief really just needs to make a call without any input from the driver. And this is one of those times I really believe that they should have just put 2 tires on, not even discussed it, just put them on there and go out there. Later in the race, you can look for that input.
Pace car pulls away. Let's listen in. Nope, they're going to get set to pull in. Let's listen in and go full throttle as we come back to the green flag.
Ready. Green, 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 green. Flag, green flag. Come on. All clear, all clear. Clear. Trying to look inside there. Inside, inside, inside. Just one lap car on the bottom, lined up behind you. Side. Clear, clear. Outside, outside. You're in the middle. You're on the outside. Clear low. 1799 up here. All clear. Still there. Small hole back to the 99. Small gap to clear. You're good. Still down there. Still there. Hole's closed behind you. Still inside. Still outside. You got 2 of them up here. Still there. Outside.
Teammates Gordon Johnson trying to get after the battle. Here comes Tony Stewart, who has not led the day. Remember, Tony struggled here in June, finishing 35th. Started way back in the pack in 20th position, and Tony now trying to take the second spot away, almost up with contact. There's a 99 car of Carl Edwards.
Well, I'll say that was full throttle.
Yeah, they were wide open. We saw Jeff Gordon get to the inside of Jimmy Johnson, but couldn't complete the pass. Johnson's car was good enough to stay on the outside, and he got a run off of turn 2.
Jimmy Johnson has led 3 times for 16 laps.
See the 17 car floating his way up to the top, too. He's so quiet about the way he does it, but his car looks really strong here.
Yeah, he does, but right now it looks like Carl Edwards really has a fast race car as we see him on the back bumper of Tony Stewart.
Yeah, NASCAR actually put Carl Edwards back behind a 9 car because they looked at the tape coming off pit road, so he had to go back around Casey Kane. Didn't take him long. Here's the 88 car. And the 11 of Denny Hamlin as Hamlin makes the move, hugging the bottom of the racetrack.
Looks like that move works pretty good on new tires, Dale.
Yeah, the 88 and the 11 put on 4 tires that time in their stop. The 1 car was a 2-tire stop for him. But so they were able to get down to the bottom and get by Martin Truex at that time. As we see the 11, he's really fast.
Hamlin on the inside trying to take that spot away from Earnhardt. Oh, baby, here comes the 9 car. Casey Kane with the opening that Denny Hamlin gave him coming off of turn 1.
Yeah, that was a nice save.
Some good driving by all these guys right there.
I don't know how much we see a few clouds coming around here, and I don't know how much the drivers and crews may be thinking that we may get a shower at some point in time. But we've seen them race hard the whole day from the time they dropped the green flag, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Earnhardt Jr., by the way, 6th. The 11 is 7th. So 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th on the screen. Hamlin, Kane, Truex, and of course in the points leader Kyle Busch. '99 car trying to go by the 20 of Tony Stewart. You called it, DJ. Yesterday in one of the shows you said, watch that 99 car. Carl Edwards is going to be awfully good. In fact, a lot of people said in his team that if they'd had about 5 or 6 more laps at Indy, he might have had something for the 48 car. 20 slowing down.
Well, here's what happened right there, guys. The 17 car worked his way to the outside of Tony Stewart, and Tony just both had to check up a little bit because I don't think Tony knew the 17 was out there, and that's why you see this.
Yeah, Dale Jr. took advantage of that situation to get by 2 cars that were fast cars and get him some clean air again.
Yeah, Jr. goes from 7th to 4th. Now let's see if Casey Kane can do anything with the 20 car. 4 laps away from halfway at Pocono Raceway. NASCAR Sprint Cup action. Jimmy Johnson set on the pole for the 2nd week in a row, trying to win 2 in a row after winning the Brickyard 400 last week at Indianapolis. Jeff Gordon running in 2nd spot. Jeff, a 25-race winless streak, has not won since last October at Charlotte. Mike.
Well, Doc, it's all about preparation. That's how you win these things. And Steve Letarte, crew chief for Jeff Gordon, has radioed to his driver telling him, be ready. We could see some rain. And as we get closer to the halfway point, that could be very critical. You can see they're looking at the radar in the 24 camp. If you look above our head, however, the sun is shining bright, but the radar doesn't lie, Doc.
It does not lie, Mike. And remember, Jeff Gordon, very, very familiar with what happens here if you're in the right place at the right time, because it was a year ago, the spring race, when Jeff Gordon was trying to hold off the 12 car of Ryan Newman and said, Jeff, you got to hang, buddy. Weather's coming. It's going to rain. And right there is where the caution came out. The rains came, and Jeff Gordon was declared the winner.
When Jimmy Johnson crosses the start-finish line next, we will be halfway through today's NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race at Pocono Raceway. Our coverage presented by Cheez-It. That'll be 100 down and 100 to go, weather permitting. Jimmy Johnson is the race leader, up 1.9 seconds on Carl Edwards, who's just taken over 2nd. Let's recap what happened so far in the race with our McDonald's race. 2 weeks in a row now, early troubles for both Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch.
Yeah, just unfortunate incidents for both of these guys. Both had spins. Looked like they came out no worse for wear early.
That was at lap 1 for Harvick. This was at lap 8 for Kurt.
Boy, big spin out of Kurt Busch. He held on to that thing pretty good. Didn't hit anything. Came back, got 4 tires. He's back in the hunt.
And for Mark Martin, he's had the dominant car so far today, but he has had some troubles on pit road.
Mark Martin has a blistering fast hot rod. If they can get their act together on pit road, he could be the winner of this race.
yesterday. Missed the stop just a few minutes ago where Mark Martin wound up all the way back in 17th. Pit crew coach Walt Smith in the middle there. And